I honestly am a person that is a firm believer in relationships take work. Relationships take work, and especially marriages. I personally, for my marriage, will be doing and have been doing and will continuously be doing a lot of research and putting in work. I mean, to make it work. You have to be a master at your craft and constantly learning about your career choice, or your hobby, or whatever it is that you take interest in, to be the best that you could possibly be at it. So that entails reading books, doing research, taking classes, whatever it is to arm you with more knowledge and more information on how to make it work, in different ways to work around things, in different ways to solve problems in different ways, and just have a whole bunch of ammo on them, and just be a master of your craft. And I feel the exact same way about a marriage. I have been reading books, doing research online, done marriage counseling at the church when I was going to church, just talking to older married couples, and just so much information and learning about people and personalities, and just whatever I can do to arm myself with an array of information. Just whatever I can think of, I'm jumping all over it, because it's going to be for the long haul. I want to be able to work through whatever it is possible to keep my man happy. In marriage, you want to be able to work through whatever it is that may come about, that may cause a problem or be a speed bump in your relationship. To overcome that, you want to not grow apart, but you want to grow closer together. You want to have such a great bond and be each other's everything, or just about everything, and provide them with everything that they possibly could imagine or fathom. You want to kind of constantly be that person and always be that person. So it's going to take some reading and some researching and some talking to people and interviewing different people to figure out what works, what you can apply to your relationship. Constantly evolve and just really go in on what it takes to make a marriage work, and do your best. Nothing is written in stone. Nothing's going to last. That every marriage is going to last forever, but that is the goal. If you're going to go into it and say, I'm going to commit myself to you, I'm going to take myself off the market, no one else is going to have me, it's just going to be me and you for the rest of our lives, and the rest of your lives is a very, very long time to be with one person. You have to be mentally armed and ready to deal with this. And it takes a lot of caring about each other and loving each other, but it's going to take a lot of work, and it's not going to be hard work and you're dreading. It's going to be fun. It has to be fun. It has to be something that you want. If you want and desire to have it, it's going to be fun researching and doing the best you can to keep this marriage together and make it work and make it run. For the most part, smooth. We're going to have our disagreements, our arguments, or whatever, and we're going to need to sleep in the other room sometime just to cool off, calm down, and clear our thoughts before we say something we don't mean. But definitely, you want to have the kind of marriage that your friends around you or other married couples around you are like, y'all want that kind of relationship, y'all want that, I want that. So you do want to focus on having more of a friendship than a husband and wife type of thing. Because if you have a husband, if you look at it like a husband and wife, oh, it's my husband, she's my wife, it's like, this is our job, this is my job to be the husband, this is my job to be the wife. No. When you have a good friendship type of relationship, or you grow into a best friend type of relationship, and you look at your spouse as like a best friend, a lot of the pressure is kind of off when you look at your mate as a really good friend, instead of, okay, this is my mate, I have to do this, I have to do that, these are my duties. It's like, think about your friends, think about your best friends. They can do whatever, say whatever, y'all call each other about every little thing, and it's just like, oh, this is my go-to person for everything, and they can't do me no wrong, and we do dirt together, and it's just like that kind of bond, that kind of knit, and the expectations that come along with the title husband and wife, because a lot of stuff changes when people get titles. It's just inevitable. That's how humans are. When you get a title, it kind of goes to your head and you look at people differently. You could be chilling with a dude and y'all just be cool or whatever, but when you put a title on a dude, stuff he was doing before when y'all was just cool, ain't cool no more. Oh, you went a whole day without calling me? Like, what's up with that? What do you mean you hung up all night and slept over your homeboy house and ain't go home? Like, what? The expectations, rules, and regulations all come into play, and it's different when you have titles on. Of course, in a marriage, you're going to have understanding. Okay, you're not going to be hanging out all night. We're getting married because you feel like you're ready to settle down and be with one person. You got everything out your system, nothing else out there that pleases you, and I'm the best thing smoking right now. You feel like I can make you happy for the rest of our lives, and we're going to be good. I'm going to be a great wife to you. You're going to be a wonderful husband to me. We're going to have a family and build stuff together and have stuff together. Let's get married. I totally lost my train of thought there. I said so much. But once you get to that point with a person, you want to go all in. You want to go all in and make sure that it works for the long run. Because when you got kids involved and businesses you built together, property together, it's a little heart-wrenching to kind of like hate that person after a while, want to get a divorce. And you got to worry about who the kid's going to be with, and joint custody and sole custody and no custody and child support and alimony and patrimony and separating who gets the winter house, who gets the summer house, and we're going to sell the business and divide the money down. It's too much. So when you go into it, you make sure you do everything in your power to make it work. The easy way out, yes, divorce. But if it's, 9 times out of 10, if you got a problem with somebody, communication will definitely nip a lot of stuff in the butt. 95% of the stuff can be nipped in the butt with open communication. And you got to talk to your mate like, yo, this is the deal. Like, if you got to write it out, leave them a letter, talk about it face to face, send them a text, whatever you can do to communicate without being mad and having an attitude, and just talk to them with a loving spirit and know that y'all playing on the same team and y'all want this team to win. That's what you got to do. You got to write down rules and regulations. Look, this, you can't do this. This can't happen no more. We done talked about it. These are the rules and regulations. You know what it is. If they happen again, hey, we done talked about it. We wrote it down. We talked about it. This is what we can't have in a relationship. And you know this because we write it down. Also, what was I thinking? Damn, I be forgetting. I need to write this stuff down. But you definitely want to have an understanding of each other, understanding of what you expect out of each other. You want to constantly have relationship tune-ups. Relationship tune-ups are very important. I did a video about relationship tune-ups where you have to check with your mate every now and then. Are you happy? Are you still happy with me? Everything good? Anything you want me to change, work on? Something that can better myself, that can help this relationship go better and smoother? Something that'll make us happy? Anything that's good for our kids, something that's good for our business, our finances. Let's talk about it every now and again. You want to see some change? You want to just spice it up a little bit? You want to do something totally different? Have these conversations like once a month, once every 3 months, quarterly, however you want to do it. But make sure you have those sit down. I don't care if you laying on his chest talking, in the bed, booed up, after sex, before sex, after a good meal, whatever. Get in a really good light, a good atmosphere. And make sure you talk about the maintenance of your relationship, your marriage. Where you at, where you want to be. Are you happy? Are you content? Is there anything that either one of you can improve on? Communication, yo. Say what you want. Say what you want, you just might get it. Blunt. Just be blunt with it. Just like, babe, I'm gonna need sex 2 or 3 more times a week. Or, babe, I'm gonna need you to stop leaving weave all over the floor in the bathroom because it's kind of irking my nerves, I'm tired of cleaning it up. You see me cleaning it up and just little stuff like whatever. Like, yo, I'm gonna need you, your little friend that you always be hanging out with, he's a bad influence. Like, I'm gonna need you to, he really ain't benefiting the marriage. Just you and it's, us now. Like, it ain't really helping. Like, it's hurting. If it, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever you got to do, make sure you voice what it is that you want to desire in a relationship and leave it upon your mate to take care enough to fix it or work on that for you. But I myself am definitely going to be going in on whatever it is I need to be doing to make my marriage last forever. My care level and just my desire to please and make my man happy is going to allow me to do that with a smile on my face. Whatever I got to do to make it work, I'm going to do it. There is no divorce. There's no cheating. I'll be whatever you want me to be. You want to dress up like Pippi Longstocking one night, I'll dress up like Pippi Longstocking. But whatever it takes for me to make you always want me, always desire me, always crave for me, always look at me with loving eyes and just be like, yo, that's my wife. I want to provide that for my husband, like, till the day we die. I want that long-lasting relationship. You get married in hopes that this is going to be the last relationship that you ever get in. So you better work for it. It's not going to break your back or put blisters on your hands. It's going to take a little, change your mentality around and not letting a divorce be an easy option out. Work through your problems. Don't and communicate often so you don't grow apart. You want to go through this marriage 10, 20 years, 30 years from now and be like closer and closer than ever before, and it's going to be a lot of commitment and having really monumental times and memories and building memories together and just having things that are just y'all little things, y'all little traditions, y'all little memories, y'all fun things y'all do. Just whatever it is to bond, just more bonding things and just getting closer together year after year after year after year. You want to make the relationship better, spicier, fun. You want to get closer. You want to get real bestie-like. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you see him, whenever they see him, they see you, they see you, they see him. It's an unbreakable bond. You want that kind of relationship. You want that kind of marriage. So you have to do your research, and I'm probably repeating myself over and over again, being real redundant right now because I always do that in my videos. But you want to be married, stay married, and it gets better every year. So you have to do your research, read books about marriage, relationships, getting along with people, attracting people, making people fall in love with you. Constantly put good information into your brain. Feed yourself with good information. Share it with your mate. Do the relationship tune-ups. Do fun things together like friends. Do not let your marriage get monotone. Do not let your marriage get like a routine. Okay, pick up the kids from soccer, go home and cook. Husband gets home from work. Okay, I'll make sure it's close by. Don't do that. Spice it up. Go out, still date each other throughout the marriage. Have fun. Act like little kids sometimes. Go to Disney World and just act like little kids and wild out and just keep that relationship fun. Don't make it be like work. Don't make it be like work. Keep that relationship fun, fulfilling, loving, interesting. I guess I said all I can say in this video. I'll talk to you all later. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them at the bottom. Anything you want me to touch on, relationship issues, self-love issues, positivity of the day. Tell me specifically what you want me to talk about, and I'll go in on it. Love some.